Hi, guys. This is Robin with Better Days Recovery Family Support. Welcome to today's episode and welcome to the truck. As you can tell, I just left the gym and I seem to do these when I'm in the gym or just leaving the gym because I seem to get inspired when I'm at the gym. I don't know, maybe it's the endorphins, maybe it's the movement, all very good things. Maybe it's the copious amounts of sweat. That's just the stress and anxiety and shit from everything leaving my body, that lets all of the good stuff in. The recovery, the principles, the stuff that I've learned, the stuff that I know actually come into me and settle inside of me so that I can realize the things that I know and actually apply them into myself and how I want to live my life so that I can be inspired to live the life that I want to live and actually be a person in recovery, be a woman in recovery from substance abuse, be a woman in recovery as the wife of a man in substance abuse, friends of people in substance abuse, and a person in this world that quite honestly is a traumatic world to live in, let's be honest. So today in the gym, from the picture that's on the cover of this video, I don't know if anybody does recognize the armband. The gym that I go to is a class-based gym. And, I'll call it out, Orange Theory Fitness. Thank you very much. I will tag them. They do love that. And it's an amazing class. It's an amazing theory. It's about staying in the orange zone. It's about pushing yourself, but not to the limit because you don't want to overload yourself. You don't want to go into the red, but you don't want to stay in the green. You don't want to be comfortable. You want to push yourself into the orange zone. And this is not by any stretch of the imagination I don't know what the word is right now, that it escapes me, but this is not an endorsement, thank you, of them. But it's just, I go there and I like it, so that's it. But it's about pushing yourself just a little bit. But it's a class, so there are other people around me. But it's not about me comparing myself to the other people around me. It's not about me looking out and see what the next person is doing or the person behind me is doing or the person in front of me. Because they're all doing their thing. They're all working at their pace. They all have different bodies. They all have different hearts. They all have different pasts. Maybe they don't have the same life that I do. I know for a fact they don't have the same life that I do. I know for a fact they don't have the same past that I do. That they didn't do the things to their bodies that I did. They don't have the same stress that I do. And they may have more stress for all I know. Maybe they have different levels of trauma. Maybe they have different levels of excitement in their world. Maybe they have physical situations with their bodies that makes the workouts harder for them or easier for them, whatever. The whole point of this is that orange zone, that discomfort, that pushing yourself a little bit every day to the next level is me versus me. This tracker that I wear during the workout or, the watch, heart tracker, whatever you do, is me versus me. It's every workout, me versus me. So that daily recovery, that daily step, that movement forward is me versus me. It's not me versus anybody else. It's not me versus the future me, because I don't know what the hell future me is going to look like. It's not me versus some idealized perfect fucking version. It's not me versus me when I was 20. Hell, I had a birthday yesterday. I just turned 49. I sure as hell am not going to be able to do what I did when I was 20. And I don't want to be able to. I want to be the best version of me that I can be today. And I want to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And that's it. And that's the orange zone for me. That's pushing myself a little bit more today than I did yesterday. It's if I get up in the morning and I read my daily readers, if I get up in the morning and I do my meditations, If I get up in the morning and I treat my dog a certain way, I want to make sure that I do that every day. I want to make sure that I connect with my loved ones. I want to make sure that I do everything for myself every single day so that I fill my cup, so that when my cup is overflowing, I make sure all of those drops don't go to waste. And if some of them do, then the next day I want to make sure that I remember that and I catch that. And I'm a little bit better than I was the day before. Because some days I'm going to slip, some days I'm going to stumble, some days I'm going to fuck up royally, and that's okay. And if I screwed up yesterday, then I'm just going to do a little bit better than the day before. So if the day before was a scratch 0, that's okay. I'm going to do a little bit better than the day before. I don't have to rate myself against some day in the past when I was perfect. That's not the idea. Because the past is a past. 15 years ago is 15 years ago. That's great. That's wonderful. That's the life I had. It was beautiful. Yay. Let's remember it. Take a picture. Put it up on a fucking wall. Okay, that's there. But what I did yesterday is what I could do. Today, I can do a little bit better. And I worked out yesterday, and it was great, and I remember that. Today, I thought about it when I was on the treadmill, and I was like, okay, let's push that button. It's right there, Robin. The coach was yelling 30 seconds left. I still have a little energy. I got a little gas left in me. Let's do a little bit better. It's 30 seconds. It's not going to kill me, probably. And even if it does, if I fall off the treadmill, oh what? I have a bruise. I'm embarrassed. I have fallen off of worse, and I have gotten worse bruises, and I have been more embarrassed. Believe me. In my drinking days, I have fallen off of worse, and I have been more embarrassed. So I hit the button on the treadmill, and I went a little faster, and it didn't hurt, and it didn't kill me. And I did a little bit better than I did the day before. And that's all I want. And I'm happy with myself. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to fill my cup a little bit more with that. And it's a good moment and it's a happy moment. And hopefully I can take that and I can put it in tomorrow and I can realize what I did today. And then tomorrow in my workout, I can take that and I can do a little bit more than I did the day before. And I can grow in myself. And personally for me, in my recovery, in every portion of my life, because I look at my recovery as my whole wheel of life. And I know I haven't talked about it here. I haven't talked about it on my blog yet. And I've been meaning to. I know I've been meaning to do a lot of stuff. And I say that all the fucking time. And I apologize. But my recovery for me has all the aspects of my life. The eight dimensions of recovery. Physical. My physical form. My body is a huge part of that. Because if my body is not happy, ain't nothing working on me, believe me. But I can take the happiness and the energy from my physical form, and I can use that to launch all of the other stuff. The mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the family, the career, everything. So I'll take this win, and I'll put that in my cup, and that'll help add to it so that when that cup overflows, then I can take that. And I can help others with it. So right now, that cup is overflowing. Like I said, whenever I leave the gym, I'm always packed with inspiration. I need to do this more whenever I'm leaving the gym, and so I can do this and actually say something that hopefully resonates with somebody else. But it's not about you versus somebody else. It's not about you versus some idealized image, because that idealized image, I guarantee, maybe it's 10% you, but it's probably 90% what somebody else put in your head. Some past version of you, which really isn't you. Some idealized version of yourself, or I already said that, sorry. But some past version of you, or some future version of you that you think might be you, or a parent, or some societal influencer fucking person on Instagram or something, or a friend that you think is a friend. All of that shit from the outside, that's what you're comparing yourself against. It's not real. It really isn't real. But if you compare yourself against something that's real and that's tangible, the person you were yesterday, and you can grow from that just a little bit every single day, then you can see something and you can be proud of that and you can hold on to that. That's real and that's yours. And that's something nobody else can take away. And that's something that's not so huge, so great that you can't achieve it. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Small, little, beautiful, incremental steps are the way to get exactly where you want to go. And you know what? If you end up going the wrong way, because I've done that before, then those small little steps can be turned around and gone the other way really, really easily. And that's a beautiful thing about consistency. And it's kind of ironic that I'm talking about consistency right here when I'm not really consistent. And I do apologize for that. But the consistency that you don't see on this vlog is actually a consistency in my real life. I just don't portray it here as much. But those that know me know that I actually do practice it in my real life. I need to show it here more. But it's a beautiful thing when you get to feel it. So whatever you do today that's positive for yourself in any aspect of your life, note it, realize it, put it inside your cup, inside you. Use that to fill yourself. And then tomorrow, honor it. Okay, that's what I did yesterday. Yay, that was good. Let's do it again. And let's just do a little bit more. Let's grow a little bit more. If it's your relationship with a loved one, if it's a relationship with your pet, because they are important in our lives, if it's your relationship with your purpose in your career, screw the job itself, but your relationship with your purpose in your career, relationship with service work, your relationship with your strength in your recovery, however that may be, your recovery from substances or addictive behaviors yourself, or your relationship with your recovery as the loved one of somebody that's going through addiction recovery, whatever it could be. Just take that, honor it, internalize that growth, and then look for a little bit of an incremental gain the next day. And that's how we take that seed. We always talk about planting a seed in recovery. That's one of the hugest metaphors that we use. Take that seed, you add a little bit of water every day to that seed, and that seed starts to grow. And eventually that seed becomes an oak tree, then acorns, blah, blah, blah. You get a forest. Doesn't happen overnight, but those little gains become huge wins in the end. So with any luck, I will actually gain consistency in doing these. But in the meantime, I love you all, and I wish you every gain in the world and tons of peace and harmony and beauty and serenity. Namaste.